இல்லனாலும் நம்ம இதுல கவுண்ட் வால்யூம் தான் ரெடியா இருக்கோம்.
Okay, fine.
Sir, good morning, sir. Am I audible, sir? Satish, sir, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. We will be starting it very shortly, sir. Aarti, you can start.
Aarti, you can start. Aarti and Aniket, please start. Both of you are seen. Yeah, you can start.
We're starting now session. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. Said by Ronald. Hello and very good morning to one and all present here. Myself Aniket and Aarti will be the host for the session. Tarang 2K21 HR Congress.
School of Management celebrating its silver jubilee year and highly believes in experiential learning, where Tarang 2K21 HR Congress is a part of it. As a part of Dynamic Revolution, our Tarang intends to raise platform for HR professionals and budding aspirants to excel and innovate in trending concept of human resources. Tarang is a unique event for HR professionals to exhibit their most influencing HR practices and initiatives to various organizations. On behalf of School of Management, DGVC College, we extend a warm welcome to one and all present here for the Tarang 2K21 HR Congress on the theme Strive, Survive and Sustain the New Development. It's an honor for us to welcome our beloved principal, Captain Dr. S. Santosh Babu, our chief guest, Mr. Satish Rajaratnam, SVP HR Emphasis, and our guest of honor, Mr. N. Mahesh, AVP HR TAF.
Prayer works wonders. Let's begin the session by invoking our God's ultimate presence. I'd like to call upon my friend Miss Harini Ganesh Murthy from first year MBA for the invocation song.
Creating motivation and also helps us to market our talent to the corporate. Lord Ganesha is prayed as a planner success who executes and organizes the delegation to Mother and Laya. He is the one who directs us in the right path and controls over the obstacles. We pray our Lord Ganesha for the guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin the event around and fill us with this abundant blessing, replacement, and make this event a grand success. Shri Gananatam Bhajate Sita Bhadrashtam Shri Gananatam Bhajate Nagayagnyashudhadaram Nadalayanandakaram Nigananadam Patre Agamadikannadam Yedadeva Pujitam Yogashalibhavidam Yogi Sagi Sevitam Ragadveshaduramaniya Hridaya Vihitam Guru Vasenudidam Inmolakavalapitam Yugananadam Vajatri Sita Bhadrashakti-yudam Yugananadam Vajatri. Thank you.
Thank you, Hari.
It's a glad welcome we bring you to this morning, filled with desire, hope, and dreams we all share. And now request our director, Dr. U. Amaleshwari, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of DGVC management, I do have my pleasure to offer you all most grateful welcome. Karan, the HR Congress is a unique event. Karan is a unique event for HR professionals to stake their most influencing HR practices and initiatives from various organizations. This Congress intends to raise a platform for HR mavens and budding aspirants to understand and excel in trending concepts of human resource.
Shut the video when others are speaking.
Aims to disseminate knowledge on the three wider areas post-pandemic, a new era, to strive, survive and sustain. 14 celebrated speakers across the country are going to exchange their ideas through 4 different sessions, which includes 2 panels of discussion on various key areas of human resource. I am overwhelmed by the presence of our dynamic principal, Dr. S. Santosh Babu, a legendary person who has been very successful in all the happenings of the institutions and its future endeavors. Sir, I welcome you, sir. I extend my warm welcome to our distinguished guest of honor, Mr. Mahesh, AVP HR, CAFE, who showed great enthusiasm in joining us today. On behalf of School of Management, I welcome you, sir. And to Vice President, Emphasis, as our chief guest for the event. My delighted welcome to you, sir. My hearty welcome to Mr. Raja, Chairman NITL, our knowledge partners for this event, and his team, which have done a great support in ensuring the speakers for the day. I thank you, Mr. Raja, for your constant support in all our activities. I welcome my dedicated faculty members and my enthusiastic students for current 2021. Current committee wishes you all a successful deliberation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now may I request our director, Dr. U. Amaleshwari, to felicitate our principal, Chapter Dr. S. Santosh Babu, with a bouquet as an expression of affection and reverence.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call upon our placement coordinator, Ms. Nancy Stefano, to deliver the placement report for the batch 2018-2022.
Good morning, everyone. It's my great honor in presenting the placement report for the batch 2018-20. The Equipon placement team, under the guidance of our principal, Dr. S. Santosh Babu, and the director, Dr. U. Amaleshwari, and support of DG Vaishnav Placement Cell, launched its placement brochure on 10 October 2019 and initiated the placement season for the batch 2018-20. The placement process was initiated by HDFC Bank, recruiting 10 of our students for the role of relationship manager. Batch witnessed many 8-tech companies such as Jaro Education, Byju's, etc., offering higher packages for the role of career development executives. Many financial service companies such as BNY, Batak Life Insurance, Federal Bank, IndusInd Bank, IDFC, Society General, BNP Paribas, Shriram Life Insurance, Tech Mahindra Bank, Ara Donnelly, Sub Microfinance, etc., recruited possibly high number of candidates from our department for various marketing and finance positions. Several IT companies such as Atos Intel, CPS, Avasoft, R Technologies, Technosoft, Uran Technologies, NextGen, offer promising placement opportunities for our HR professionals. Telecommunication sectors such as Bharati Apple recruited a complete set of candidates. IT companies such as ITC also propose various roles for our candidates. Few logistic companies picked a considerable number of candidates for different profiles. Few startups such as Ecomi, Arcatus, Hakimoni also roles to our students, placing them in higher profiles. Our students got placed in profiles of management training, analyst, HR executive, retail manager, tax analyst, etc. Around 40 companies visited our campus, and 80% of our India students of batch 2018-20 have been placed in various professional organizations. and a considerable number of students are taking up efforts in exploring new business opportunities and aim to become successful entrepreneurs. Few of our students are aspiring to take up their higher education. Overall, our 2018 batch marked 90% of the students with successful placement opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We, the Tarang team host, request our principal, Captain Dr. S. Santosh Babu, to render the presidential address.
Good morning, women are present here. Good morning. Director Dr. Amaleshwari, other faculty members, the guests, Mr. Satish Rajaratnam, Mr. M. Mahesh, other dignitaries, and the students' friends. Tarang is a very important day for Indian students because every year the Tarang will come for the faculty members of the college. As far as students is concerned, Tarang is an important event where they are going to release the placement brochure for the career. And they have coined a very good word: strive, survive, and sustain. The present undertaking, the students are facing a lot of problems in their education. Apart from that, due to technology and due to online board of education, our college, MBA department, providing a quality education to the students in all aspects, following the protocol. Our students are able to update their current knowledge in the industry. Because of that only, they have found a very good word, strive, survive. The word itself is tell that in order to strive, they have to start the preparation for the campus the first year itself. While joining the course itself, the department is providing a beginning school concept because the students from various institutions will be coming to this school, where our these schools start second in the country. So we the Vaishnav faculty, the support of the management, we are able to provide a quality education to strive to get the job in the industry. The beginning of the year itself, we are dividing the students into various categories, like whether they are to be a job seeker or they are to be an entrepreneur. If he or she is a job seeker, accordingly, the quality of education will be given in various fields like marketing, data analytics, HR, and other things. Suppose if he is an entrepreneur, accordingly, he will get the training in that. Doing internships and also doing pre-training. With this, we are striving on. Next is survive and sustain. To know the present scenario in the industry, previously when you go for a management policy, only there will be planning, organizing, controlling, staffing will be there. But now the industry has found a new word called as innovative thinking. Only the people with innovative thinking can continue with the job. Otherwise, within 1 year, after getting a job in a company, in 1 year or 2 years, or after starting a company in 1 or 2 years, they could not survive in the market or they could not survive in the company. So accordingly, they have to update themselves according to the present scenario. That's why survey in a company after joining. It's not mere getting a job. After getting a job only, the students have to put lot of responsibility in the organization. They have to work with involvement. Wherever they go, our student definitely they will work with involvement because the department itself, they are doing all the activities with involvement and also they are showing their talents in front of the faculty, the college, giving some mock tests, mock interviews. With all preparation, now today we are releasing our placement brochure. Definitely, I request the industry to hire the students for higher pay. Even for UG level, they are paying 3 lakhs per annum, 4 lakhs per annum. Next target for MBA department for us is we should search a job with minimum 10 lakhs per annum for our students. Accordingly, our curriculum will be increased. Accordingly, our curriculum will be increased. Accordingly, the training will be improved in the department, and we are going to take various stand for improving the quality of education for the students in terms of job seeking and entrepreneurship development. With this, I like to congratulate the department, the faculty members for preparing a very nice brochure for this year. And this is to say that the innovative things and the survival is shown by the students. And in the present scenario, I heard that there is a lot of job opportunities also is there. It's not due to pandemic recession. I understand that there is a lot of job opportunities there. Only that is we have to clear quality and we have to have a quality out. Even during the pandemic period, we have not compromised our. We did what happened before COVID, and like that only the teaching process has gone. Even the mentoring was done to the students. So I assure that our students is selected for your organization. Definitely they will strive, they will survive and sustain your education. These two words I like to thank for the organizer for giving this opportunity to brief about our department, our college, our department, and my school. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring speech. Moving to the proceedings of the day. The task of the leader to get his people from where they are to where they have not been. Said by Henry. Now I call upon Akshaya of 2nd MBA to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. N. Mahesh, AVP, HR, TAFE.
A very warm is an HR professional with over 30 plus years experience of professional experience with exposure in aspects of human resource management. He enjoys relating conceptual HR models and frameworks to practical application and situations. He is the current secretary of NHRD Network Chennai. He is an active blogger in the online HR forums, also an active member of CII HR Forum. Mr. Mahesh is in the Board of Studies of the Madras School of Social Work for the past 5 years and has actively contributed to enrich the HR curriculum. He is a coach and mentor to young HR professionals and offers guest lecture at leading institutes. He is a Gallup University Certified Performance Coach and has coached over 250 people based on Strength Finder tool. He has anchored deep learning sessions for managers on people engagement using a Gallup Q12 model. He is a trainer assessor for business excellence using the CII EFQM model and also for the HR excellence model. He has been in the panel of judges for the past 5 years for CII Young Manager Competition for HR professionals. He is also in the CII panel for skill development for Tamil Nadu. He has been recognized as the distinguished alumni of IIM. He was the head employee relations CII in Murugappa Group for over 10 years. His professional qualifications are MBA HR from IFMR, MS Management Consulting from BITS Pilani, PGD PM from National Institute of Personnel Management, and postgraduate diploma in HRD from Down University of Commerce. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Akshaya, for introducing our guest. Next. Survival can be summed up in 3 words. Never give up. Just keep trying. Said by Bear Grylls. Now, Neeraj of first year MBA will taking up the pride to introducing our chief guest, Mr. N. Satish Radharatnam, SVP, HR Emphasis.
Thank you, Aniket. Good morning to everybody present here. I deem it a privilege to introduce our chief guest for the day, Mr. Satish Rajaratnam, who is the Senior Vice President and Global Head for Strategic Resourcing in Emphasis. He completed his postgraduation in General Management from the Indian School of Business and National University of Singapore. With over 22 years of experience, he is a seasoned human resource professional who has held various leadership positions across multiple industries. He has acquired knowledge from several industry groups and associations such as SHRM, Agile Leadership, Lego Serious Plays, PCMM, Six Sigma, ISABS India, from which he has received certificates, making him a qualified practitioner. His offices include organizations such as Cognizant, HCL Technologies, and Siemens. He has also been the recipient of prestigious awards such as the Top 100 HR Tech Minds Award and HR Excellence Award from the Government of Rajasthan and Higher Technical Education Maharashtra. He has also built his reputation as a TEDx speaker. As a part of giving back to the society, he is associated with Urugu Karangal, an orphanage at Chennai, and as a corporate advisory board member, Chandigarh University. We are extremely delighted to have you here, sir. I would like to extend a hearty welcome to you on behalf of our School of Management.
Thank you, Akshay.
Vote of thanks, Ronaldo அவனும் அங்கே இருக்கணும். நீங்க இருந்து மானிட்டர் பண்ணு, நான் அங்கே இருக்கேன்.
இல்ல டென்ஷன் ஆகாத, சரி போயிட்டு தான் நல்லா போகுது. இன்னும் சொதப்பாத வரைக்கும் ஓகே.
முடிச்சாச்சுல இவ்வளவு தூரம் ஆன்லைன்ல
ஆமா.
சதீஷ் மேம் கிட்ட
கேளு, அவளதான் பண்ணணும். சதீஷ்
பேசிட்டு அவ சொல்லிட்டா.
அதான் சார் இருக்கீங்களான்னு கேட்கணும்ல அவ.
சதீஷ் சார் பேசுங்க.
ப்ரொஃபைல் படிச்சிட்டா.
நீயே பேசி கேளு, நானே சொல்றேன்.
Satish sir, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah,
You guys able to hear me?
yeah, sir. You are audible, sir. You can switch on your camera and then we can start your presentation, sir.
Oh, sure. No, I thought Ms. Mahesh is going ahead.
Nice, sir.
with the keynote
Mahesh sir
address.
had some technical issues, so sir is unable to join now. Yeah, please, sir.
Got
Thank
it.
you.
Okay. Sorry, I paused in because Ms. Mahesh is going to step in, but that's okay.
Thank you, Satish sir, joining us.
Okay. All right. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, visibility is secondary because you get to see a lot of white shades and gray hair, so that's okay. That's of least concern for me. But as long as I'm audible, that should help. Hey, first up, Prameshwari, great you for having me here for this conference and try to deliver about 10-15 minutes of, in a student's parlance, gyan, but in my parlance, reach out to the student community, right? I'll try to keep it short and simple, and also try to stick on to the theme of strive, survive, and sustain as well, right? Okay. So, quickly, guys. I'm sure I'll talk about PC and AC. I'm sure you guys know the jargon, right? It's before COVID and after COVID. I'm not going to get in there. A lot of HR professionals that have spoken to you guys or met you, and I'm sure you guys know what's happening in the industry as well. But let me throw some data. Let me throw some shades of what's happening in the corporate world, and I will also let you know how do you strive, sustain, in the new era, if I want to put it that way, right? Typical, right? Typical of any survey that happens. There are a lot of global survey that's been going around. If you look at it, 50% of all the activities or occupation that you're going through, right, would be automated through technology development. Right? When I say that, Dr. Santosh spoke about it. How do you elevate ourselves from X compensation to Y compensation by uptaking the curricula and the knowledge that's been imparted through the college. Right? Something similar is happening in the industry as well. When I say that, there is a huge shift, huge disruption in the technology space. When I say that, it's not just IT. I don't talk about technology only from an IT perspective because I hail from IT background. I'm talking about any walk of life that happens in technology that is shifting the entire space, right? You take any talent transformation, all of these are because of technology transformation that's happening in the industry today. Now, take for example this entire forum, right? if it would have been a normal day, Dr. Rameshwari would have called me and to DGVC or Dr. Sandesh would have said, hey, why don't you come down? That's what happened last year, if I remember. I think I did that for Thrive with Dr. Martin and others as well, right? So they invited me out there. But today, if you look at it, because of the technology advancement, look at the number of students in this forum. Look at the logistics that have been kind of impacted because of the technology, right? It is just seamless. All of us got connected through this platform. We are able to address, we are able to communicate what we wanted to, we are able to share, we are able to take away as well. So that's the change that technology has brought in over a period of time as well, right? Now, why am I calling this out? If you look at it, 56%, guys, 56% of corporates who are not on the digital platform, they've already moved into digital platform in the last 6 to 8 months. That's a huge shift, right? People have been doing a lot of manual work, manual effort, doing ledgers, Excel sheets, or whatever that it is, right? They've all moved in their work through some or the other automated platform. That means, like I said, 50%, guys, the occupation that's going on right now, 50% of them automated much faster than we expected, right? The projection was about 2030, but right now, whilst we are talking, thanks to the pandemic that happened, most of these companies are invested heavily on digitization. So all that you're talking about, the kind of work that we've been doing at a very, very tactical transactional level, they've all been automated already. They've all been digitized, if you want to put it like that, right? So that's a big shift that's happening. Now, of the remaining, there are about 20-30% of them are currently undergoing the digital transformation. And there are a few who are getting prepared to get digital transformation as well. So net, the reason why I'm sharing this data is that whether it's a 1 billion company, whether it's a 5 billion company, most of these corporate houses, I'm not talking only about IT, I'm talking about manufacturing, travel industry, financial services, communication, media, entertainment industries, and all across industries. There's been a huge shift in terms of technology, transformation, guys, right? So one thing that you need to know to survive, whilst you pass out, we may call ourselves as HR fraternity, but unless, for you to survive, unless you keep updated in terms of the technology that's happening in the industry. For example, if I were to ask you, what are the new human capital management platforms that have come up, right? You should be able to articulate to your potential employer when they come to the campus next year, right? You take success factors, you take Oracle Fusion, you take Workday, all of these are top of the notch technology platform for HR professionals. So gone are the days where performance management is done on Excel sheets, guys. They've all been moved into either of these platforms that I just spoke to you about. Yeah, we run Oracle Fusion with an emphasis. A lot of companies run Workday, they run Success Factors, which is part of PeopleSoft. Look at the transformation, right? So by the time you guys pass out, everything will be driven by a cobot or an Autobot or a chatbot, if you want to put it that way, right? That's the technology advancement we're talking about. So you have to, for you to survive, for you to thrive, be on top of technology transformation that's happening. You should be able to understand and appreciate that part. Okay, that's what we're talking about. And if you look at it globally, right? If you want to put a number together, close to about 375 million workers will get impacted because of the changes that are going through today, right? It could be technology changes, it could be automation changes, it could be whatever that you want to call it as. So that's the number of job occupancies that will transform. Whilst you're talking, I'm sure you guys would have heard about this, right? There are companies that have started autonomous transportation. That means we are talking about driverless cars. It's already in the market, right? So what's going to happen to so many drivers, with the companies that are already floating around? What's going to happen to them? How do we upskill them, cross-skill them? That's a big question mark, right? And we as HR professionals, when we get into that level, it's going to be, we need to come out with some, mind-boggling idea to kind of transform this workforce. Right? Not just here, any industry that you go, you take a mining industry, right? Everything is automated. Someone sitting in Chennai, in Manapakkam, a manufacturing company, they dig, they operate a mine miles apart using technology. Right? So what's going to happen to those miners who go deeper, dig and do all of those manual effort, right? So think about those changes. If that's going to happen, what are we supposed to do? What are we as HR professionals supposed to do? How do we upskill the workforce, the talent that you're looking at? So that's huge set of population that we are looking at, right? So rising demand. Dr. Santosh spoke about it. There's a huge sort of demand. Markets have opened up drastically. We are seeing unprecedented growth. This is even gone past pre-pandemic, right? This was not last year. Last year also we didn't see such a growth. I mean, we've seen, at least in our industry, we're seeing such humongous growth, right? In fact, just before this call, we had our emphasis results announcement, and I was part of that as well with investors and others. Now, we are growing significantly from an IT industry perspective, not just us, across IT, right? All of us are growing. Every industry is now looking to shape up. Now, for you to be there, for any industry to sustain and strive, the shift that we need to make is to understand what is a technology transformation that's happening, what is the operating model transformation that's happening, right? And what is the business transformation that's happening. Like I said, if you look at it at one example, right, you'll be able to understand this much better. A cab service provider app, right? One of the two that we use predominantly in India, one of them started delivering food. Right? So do you guys know what I'm talking about? I don't want to give publicity for them right now on this call, but look at this. A shared cab provider using an application started delivering food to customers. Right? An e-commerce platform provider started selling airline tickets to customers. Look at the inorganic growth that business is also moving towards. Now, why am I calling this out? When you pass out, when you pick up an IR job, or when you pick up a corporate HR job, or when you get into an HR consulting job, guys, it is not the same that it used to be years ago. It is not that you go sit and start doing IR and start counseling shop floor managers. It's much beyond that. You need to know how do you create worker experience. You need to know how do you create labor management. You need to be able to understand, if you take IT, you need to be able to understand employee sentiment platforms. So that's the shift that I'm talking about, guys. So there are three strong disruptions that are happening in the industry. Thanks to pandemic, it's in much faster rate. One is business transformation. All your business lines are growing inorganically. They are not growing in their own capability. They are traversing into multiple capability. How do we as HR participate and help advise? That is one. Operating model transformation. Because of this virtual world, you get to see hierarchy shrinking. No more one individual reporting another one reporting another one, and the manager is an aggregate of about 3-4 layers. That is also changing. Everybody is working together. In our world, we call as agile methodology, where its hierarchy is taken off. Irrespective of the hierarchy, they all work together as a team. They come in for a particular business problem, they resolve it, and they get disbanded. Right? It will be across the function. So you can't say, hey, from HR, I sit in a corporate office, I will devise a policy and push it through everybody. Guys, that's outdated already. HR, if you ask me, I've been a chapter lead in one of my projects. That means, though I'm leading a function, I am also a contributor for a project in the company. Right? I work with other peers, other colleagues, other functional department folks together. So we all come together for a business problem. We find a solution, we execute it, we disband. We pick up another business problem, get together and resolve it. So it is not a straitjacket job anymore. You can't say, I'm an HR executive, HR analyst, I'm an HR consultant, I'm an HR head, and say, I will do only these set of activities, guys. That's not. Right? And that is what I'm saying. The operating model in corporates have changed differently. So for you to sustain that, you should be able to understand and appreciate agile ways of working. That is the next big thing in the market. So agile is not just for IT, guys. It is for everybody, any industry, wherever that you go. I will give you some more examples on the run, right, in the next 1 or 2 minutes. The third one, which is most critical, is what I spoke to you about, the technology disruption. So these three disruptions that's happening in the market, you should be able to find ways to survive, sustain, and move on with it, right? Strive, sustain, and move on with it as well, right? That is what, in a nutshell, that I thought I will quickly kind of cover up. The last point that I want to leave with you guys is, guys, year on year, year on year, you will be baffled with this number. Year on year, there are 8% of growth in college graduates. 8%. In India, it's about 8.3 or 8.4% pass outs that are happening from various graduates, undergraduates, or associate graduate level, right? Likewise, across the geographies, the college pass outs are increasing significantly. That means, why am I calling this out? Your talent pool is increasing significantly, right? The demand is increasing significantly over the next 1-2 years. Like what Dr. Santosh said, your job market is significant, but it is not the same at what it used to be a year back, right? The jobs that are hitting in right now are higher value ordered job. You're not looking at someone to just sit and do coordination work anymore. That's taken care by automation. But it is about engagement. It is about creating experience. It's about creating customer value. It is about creating business value. Those are higher value ordered jobs that you're talking about, right? So as HR fraternity, as HR, we need to up our ante in terms of our capability. Phenomenal foundation is created by a college. You need to build on top of that foundation, understanding what are the new technology that's there in the industry, what are the new business models in the industry, what is the new operating model in the industry, how do we kind of jump onto it, right? Agile methodology, or for example, in a nutshell, for me to quickly sum it up, if I were to hire someone from DGV, what will I look at? I will not look at whether Industrial Disputes Act or Wages Act or how do you manage IR situation and so on, right? I will look at any given situation, how analytical you are, what is your creativity, right? What is your problem solving ability? What is your in Vivas you'll be presenting, right? What is your reasoning or reasoning for a problem statement, right? What is your ideation? What is your system analysis, right? And that is what we'll be looking at. So guys, on the one side, we are looking at your foundational competencies, which is what you're picking up from DGV, from your course. And on the other side, we're looking at your other skills that I just spoke to you about, in terms of your critical thinking, so problem solving ability, ideation, what social influence that you bring in from a leadership style perspective and system analysis perspective, right? So these are few competencies that you need to start trying to build, right? Most of it, let me put one example, right? The 2-3 of them who started introducing the panel, introducing your principal, your secretary, your organizer and so on. Those are opportunities that your college creates for you as well. Volunteer yourselves, try anchoring programs, try building such programs like this, right? Try being an operating person, putting the event together. Those are live scenarios where you will learn and adopt and update your skills. Yeah. So with that, quickly to sum it up, 3 very, very critical things I want to stress, right? 1, how can you be curious? Be very, very curious. If someone says, hey, go do this, you should ask them, this is what you really want to do. Be curious about it. And the second one is how would you be much more creative, right? There are multiple design tools that are available, right? One which is predominant today is design thinking. Yeah? Design thinking is something that you guys need to kind of learn. Take a problem, situation of the stakeholder, start ideating for solution, create small chunks of execution piece, test it, prototype it, and then build it to a larger corporate, right? So design thinking could be one, right? So how can you be curious? How can you be creative? And the last one, like I said, how can you be much more collaborative? So no more, in future world, no function is a siloed function. Every function is going to be working together, right? Like I said, you need to be able to collaborate as an HR individual, collaborate with the finance, with your operating team, with your procurement team, with your business delivery team, and everybody, right? So quickly to sum it up, for you to thrive, survive and sustain, you have to be curious, you have to be creative, and you have to be collaborative, right? Guys, I will pass it on to you, the anchors. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us with your valuable words. Now, I hand over the session to our student placement coordinator, Vignesh AM, to hand over placement brochure of our batch 2019 to 2021.
Unite our workers. DGVC has been without DGVC was established by it is a researching world-class India program has influence the students. They are devoted specialization offered the SOM house is very familiar only by students for any skilled knowledge. Instead of very important, we business very much. Then very good. We evidence here.
ஒரு லைன்ல எழுதிருக்கேன்.
No, sir. Just so the connection model. Looks like one the primarily for this. Because of this, very diversified unit diverse
பொருளினியன் வக்கீல் மாதிரியே இருக்கு. வக்கீல் மாதிரியே இருக்கு. பேசி முடிச்சறப்போ வீடியோ தட்டுவாரு. அப்புறம் வந்து ப்ரௌசர் வந்து ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணுவாங்க. வீடியோ மாதிரி அங்கதான் நீங்க பண்ணாங்க இங்க பாத்துட்டு இருக்கு. அது முடிச்சோன்னா அங்கதான் அவுட் ஆஃப் தேங்க்ஸ் கொடுக்குறாங்க. அப்ப நம்மளுக்கு இங்க இதோட மூவ் அப்ப அவளை ஆஃப் பண்ண சொல்லி கூப்பிடுள்ள அவுட் ஆஃப் தேங்க்ஸ்
ஆமாமா சொன்ன ஷேர் பண்ணல ஓபன் பண்ணிருப்பான்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஏன் மேம் யூஸ் பண்ண சொல்லிருக்கீங்க?
பிளேஸ் ஆன் ப்ரௌசர் ராஜ் வந்து இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் வீடியோ ஆன் பண்றாங்க.
அவர் ஸ்டில்லா இருக்காரு ஃப்ரீஸா இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
அவதான் காட்டும். ஸ்ட்ரக் ஆகுது.
ஓ மியூசிக் ஏன் வரல
தெரியலையே.
நான் கிளாஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன். அவ்வளவுதானா இருக்கும்?
அவ்வளவுதான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
ப்ரௌசர்
பண்ணுவாங்க
பண்ற
மாதிரி தரேன்.
பண்றேன்.
We will be sharing the PDF on the print copy to you very soon, and I will call upon Raja sir to felicitate this event by every few words.
கிளம்பிட்டாரு. ராஜன் தனியா இருந்துச்சு.
Raja sir, am I audible?
மீட்டிங் இருக்காரு.
சந்துரு சந்துரு அது சந்துரு.
போயிட்டாரு.
Yes, this inaugural session has been very informative and thought-provoking. To render the vote of thanks, I would like to call upon Ronald, HR Club Coordinator.
இல்ல கேக்குது. அவங்க எக்கோ
இவன் டான்ஸ் ஆடிட்டு இருக்கான். இல்ல ஆக்சுவலா உங்க வாய்ஸ் நல்லா பிரேக் ஆகுது. மேமுக்கு பிரேக் ஆச்சு, பென்சில்ஸ் எல்லாம் பிரேக் ஆச்சு.
Now the session is adjourned. I request all the students to join here by 2 p.m. for the panel discussion. Once again, I thank you all.
Thank you, Mati. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
ஒரு பெரிய வேலையா போயிட்டு
Principal aim idea ఇచ్చినారంటే let them all come to the auditorium.
yes ma'am, but நீங்க பேசும்போது ஸ்ட்ரக் ஆகுது, வாய்ஸ் கட் ஆச்சு. பிரின்சிபல் பேசும்போது ஸ்ட்ரக் ஆச்சு. இந்த ரெண்டு பேர் வாய்ஸ் எனக்கு கேட்கவே இல்ல, ரொம்ப ஃபீப்ளா இருந்துச்சு.
அங்க நல்லா தான் இருந்தது, சும்மா அப்படியே சப்போர்ட் பண்ணேன்.
நிஜமா லைவ்ல கேட்டு பாருங்க. வாய்ஸ் அவங்க வாய்ஸ் எதுவுமே இங்க வரல இல்ல மேம். இங்க ரொம்ப
இங்க தான் பிரேக் ஆகுது.
எங்க தான் பிரேக் ஆகுது?
இங்க நான் கேட்கும்போது பிரேக் ஆகுது. உங்களுக்கு அங்க நல்லா தான் கேட்குது.
ஆடிட்டோரியத்துல பிரேக் ஆச்சா இல்ல எங்க பிரேக் ஆச்சு?
ஆடிட்டோரியம் பேசுறது இங்க பிரேக் ஆகுது.
தேங்க்ஸ் ஜான். இதோட 2 மணிக்கு வர வேண்டும். ஆமா 1:45. இல்ல அவ சொல்றதுதான் கரெக்ட்.
ஓகே க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுங்க.
இப்போ எனக்கு யூடியூப்ல போய் காட்டு, லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீமிங் இருக்குமா?